Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Denago Fat Tire step-through e-bike from Bike.com. Let's check it out.
Hey, I love a nice fatty as much as the next guy, and Denago certainly delivers here. This isn't a crazy mountain bike or anything, it's a recreational kind of leisure off-roader, so think gravel roads like this, not crazy trails. Even so, Denago was sure to make this thing into a comfortable ride for that type of environment. Up front, we've got a suspension fork with either 60 or 75 millimeters of travel, depending on if you get the smaller or larger frame size. There's no rear suspension, but with big old 4-inch fat tires, you can still get some good cushioning on less than perfect terrain if you don't run your tire pressure too high. I like a nice 12 to 15-ish PSI on this bike and on this type of terrain. I run it higher when I'm on the pavement since lower pressure can make your steering feel crummy on harder surfaces, but it's great when you're on grass, dirt, or other loose stuff. The bike also has a nice and almost cruiser-like ride posture, which again underscores that this is more of a recreational and leisure e-bike, not a crazy adventure bike. But if you want to get adventurous, the Denago can deliver. There's a 750 watt motor in the rear with 80 Newton meters of torque, which is quite high for a hub motor. It'll get you up to 20 miles an hour on throttle only, or 28 miles per hour on pedal assist in the highest power mode. Though I found the GPS verified speed to be a mile per hour or two lower than the actual listed 28 miles an hour. Even so, if you ride on trails like me here, you're probably not going to be pushing it to the absolute top speed that often anyways, since you just don't normally get going that fast off-road, so I won't ding them too hard there. I will ding them on a couple other areas though. For one, the bike is quite heavy at 79 pounds or 36 kilos. I'll say it at least carries that extra poundage well with a low center of mass, so you don't really feel that weight while you're riding or in the turns, but damn, that's still a heavy e-bike any which way you slice it. And I'm also not super impressed with the transmission. Yeah, you get a 7-speed derailleur, but it's just a Shimano tourney. At $1,999 MSRP, I would have expected a bit better there. Though again, this is basically a recreational e-bike. I think most riders won't know or care what the differences are in a slightly nicer shifter and derailleur. This one will be pretty much fine for anyone who isn't a bike snob. Basically, it's good enough. And Denago redeems itself in other areas, like with a huge battery measuring 48 volts and 19.2 amp hours for 921 watt hours. That's enough for around 35 miles on throttle only, which is quite good, especially for a big old bike like this. On pedal assist, you could hit 60 miles no problem if you aren't in the highest power level. There's also a torque sensor too, though it's got me scratching my head a bit here. You see, most torque sensors help the bike provide nearly instantaneous power delivery right when you step on the pedals. But with the Denago here, you still have a perceptible lag when you apply pedal force to when the motor kicks in on pedal assist. That surprised me, and it means that despite the torque sensor, it feels more like a cadence sensor bike than most torque sensor e-bikes I've been on. But again, Denago tries to win me back over with all the other nice parts it's throwing at me, like big 180mm disc rotors with hydraulic stoppers for low maintenance, high power braking, a nice set of included accessories, and check out these taillights to complement the headlight. I don't know if this bike is made in the same factory as Aventon's models, or if it just ripped off their taillight design, but whatever the case may be, these are awesome taillights. I love frame integrated lights that are less likely to get caught on things and damaged. Especially when you're locking up the bike or at a bike rack, lights are commonly caught on cables and shifters and those sorts of things, so it's just one less thing to break. The nice parts continue in the color LCD display too, which is another nice added touch. Basically, I'd say there's a lot to like here, though the $2,000 MSRP feels a bit high to me. To be fair, it's actually in line with several other adventure-style fat tire e-bikes, but there is better bang for your buck out there for sure. Lots of people like to throw around bikes like the Electrek XP as a value leader, and that's certainly true, but bikes like the Denago here offer twice the battery, larger tires for more comfort, hydraulic brakes, color screens, and other features you just don't get on those budget bikes. So while I'd like this deal even better if it was a couple $100 cheaper, I'm still pretty happy with the bike, that's for sure.
Thanks for watching everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the Denago Fat Tire step-through bike from Bike.com. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.